Hey guys, so I was thinking that maybe since this array unit is new, perhaps that some people are going to have a little bit of trouble. I know that the lab is due tonight, but this is just going to be a short video just in case some people are struggling. And I'll post it up with, I'll post a link for it up with the actual lab, so where the lab is on Google Classroom. So first I'm going to create a new project, and this is the compact lab. So I'm going to say, go to next, next, and put in here compact lab. Oh, I can just put in compact. And then I'm going to hit finish. And so I'm going to go in here and remember right click on SRC. I'm going to enter a new Java class, and I will call that class compact. And while I'm at it, I'm going to do a second one, which I'm going to call compact tester. So I'm just going to get you guys started. I'm not going to do the whole lab here, but just so that you can see how how to accept, and also like how to make a return type an array. Sorry, thinking about what I'm saying. How to make a return type an array, how to return it, that sort of thing. So here we are, compact tester. I'm going to put the main method in here. Okay, so I'm gonna bring up the actual lab. So here we have the compact lab. So it says write a public method called compact that takes an array of ints as a parameter and returns a new compacted array. So you don't really need any instance variables for this. You could make this a static method if you want, because you're just taking in something new and returning something. So that's all you have to do in that one class. The compacted should contain the same values as the past array, only with all of the zeros removed. The order of the rest of the elements should be unchanged. Okay, so the new array should only have enough spaces to hold the non-zero values. You can't just print these values. You need to make a new array. So what we're going to have here, so I'm going to go over here to compact, and I'm going to make it static. You don't need to, but because you have no instance variables, oh, I forgot to say what I'm going to return. Because you have no instance variables, you can make it static. So I'm going to say public static, and that means we'll call it on the class. So I'm going to say int. So it's telling me I'm going to return an array of ints, but I'm also going to take an array of ints. So I'm going to say int, and I'll say a. So my parameter here is an array, and my return type is an array. I don't need to name what this is going to be. The first thing I'm going to do is declare, oh, actually, I can't do that yet. So I'm going to comment out what I'm doing, and I'm going to say loop needed to find the size of the new array. I could declare, you know what? I'm going to declare it here just to help out here with how to return it. So I'm going to declare it as int b. Okay. And then I'm going to have a for loop here. So for int I becomes 0, I is less than a dot length. Okay. I plus plus. Now remember, for my loop boundaries, I'm starting with 0 because the first element in the array has an index of 0, and the last element of the array has a dot length minus 1. So I'm just saying less than a dot length. And then I'm going to have some code in here to find out the new size of the array. I should say the size of the new array. So basically what that means is how many non-zero values I have in A. A meaning array A, I should say, array A. Okay. Up here, because I remember if I declare the size inside here is only gonna, the scope is only gonna last within the loop, and then I need it down here. And I won't be able to have it. So I need to declare that first up here. So I'm gonna say int size becomes 0, because it starts at 0. And then I'm gonna do some fancy stuff here. And then I will end up right here, making my new array with the size that's calculated in here. So you want to increment when you get to a non-zero number. So I'm going to say B becomes, so now my new array becomes int, oh, I need to say new, int, and I will go like this, size, size. So right now, if I were to run this, there's nothing incrementing size, so it would give me an array size of 0. You have to fill this in here. Then a loop needed here to fill the array with the non-zero numbers. Now, I do want to, again, go through the same. Sorry, I'm thinking as I'm typing. I do want to go through the same array, a.length. I just have to make sure that whatever the code I put in here, I'm going to skip adding, or skip, adding into the array different elements if they're 0. And I'm thinking as I'm doing this. So I am going to need a different, what do you call it? I'm going to need a different variable here that's going to hold the new index of A, so, or of B, index of B, because the first one's going to be 0. Because if you're going to, the indices of A and B are not going to be the same, because B will be shorter than A if A has any zeros in it. So you need to make sure to not only replace one of them, but also, and like not only, fill it, but also adjust the index of B to help with, to like get you to the next index of B once you find a non-zero element of A and put that non-zero element of A into B. So I'm not going to fill this one besides this. You can do the rest of this. I'm going to tell you these both will need some sort of if statements. This one will, and this one will as well. And then at the end of my array, after everything's done, I'm going to say return B right here. So over here, I am going to, I don't even need to, the cool thing is, I don't even need to make an instance of the compact class because it was a static method. So I'm going to say int, I want the array, int, well, let's declare a new array, it doesn't matter. Int, I'll call it x, becomes, and I can put whatever numbers I want in here, it doesn't matter. So, oops, say I put 0, 1, 2, 0, 7, or 6, 0, 7. Okay, so that's going to be the one that goes in the parameter. Then I'm going to have another one. Maybe I'll call it new array becomes compact dot method called compact, which is slightly confusing, but okay, I think you guys can hang. And then inside this, I'm going to put the array x. And then it will print, and then it will fill the new array if you did everything correctly. Now remember, I need to print this. So I need a for loop to print the elements of new array. Okay. And I'm going to tell you to see the PowerPoint on lesson 16 to help with this. So I'm hoping this makes this a little bit more clear, because this new array is going to hold what compact returns, which is an array. Here's the original array that goes into, this is how we put it in as a parameter. And here's what it looks like when we're coding the actual method. So this is using the method, here's coding the method. Hopefully this is helpful to you. And that's it. The rest of it you guys can do on your own.